an assassination attempt has been perpetrated against former President Donald Trump, and black folks have jokes and conspiracies. Also, rappers Camron and Mase fire back at threats made by Jay Prince over their comments on Shakur Stevenson's last fight. All that and more on this episode number 73 of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson live.
Family moving up in the business.
Shit. All right, roll the music.
I'd rather get it out the mud than get it for free. I'd rather settle it up front than run and retreat. I son these niggas just for fun, no need for caprice. And if you tell me that I'm done, you must think I'm deceased. With every breath I take, I'm taking it further. Fuck the word a couple times and deserter. Killing niggas off with every word, I'm talking first degree murder. Just sit back, relax, be the observer. See niggas really want me out of line, I'm seeing the signs. Every time I speak what's on my mind, I'm reaching divine. No, I need my mental realign, so I'm taking my time. But I can't let these people just define what they don't understand. I'm a real nigga, it's deep in my veins. And if you cut me open right now, you'd understand the reason I speak with the pain. I know a lot of people seek my defeat and it's strange, cause they gon' be the real reason I peak with the fame. All these opinions from people who never made it, I truly would rather speak with the greatest. I'm talking Drake, Cole, and Lil Wayne. Man, I know I ain't famous, but I'ma make them seek me out when they play this. The name is King Art, reppin' that Southeast. Niggas always doubt me, but I keep it real. Other niggas hella mouthy. Pillow talking niggas always saying shit about me. Every time we bring it up, the conversation get cloudy, so I learn to move different. I never ask for permission, only forgiveness from the people who would choose to listen. A lot of niggas turn they back, I guess they mood switching. I tried to hold it all in, but man, it's too tempting. Listen, we don't compare, I thought you knew different. I thought you knew better than this, I guess you fools slipping. See, jealousy gon' take control and have you tomb digging. And we gon' leave you in that bowl like the spoon missing.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Up to Speed with Trip Simpson. I am your host, Trip Simpson, in the building.
The first of his name, Lord of the Seven Kingdoms and Protector of the Realm.
That's right. And before we get this live stream started today, first and foremost, you know we got to handle business. Let's get it.
Family moving up in the business. I know you're gonna look after family.
What family you talking about, Ice?
Fuck, I look invisible, nigga.
That's right, I am not invisible, so if you're watching live on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Also, don't forget to share it. If you're watching live on Facebook, hit that like button, hit that share button. And if you are watching live on Instagram, hit that like button, hit that share button, and no matter what platform you guys are watching on today, do not forget to comment in the live chat below. Definitely. We want to get these comments going in the live chat below. And also, I do want to take some calls today. So if you are interested in calling in and giving your 2 cents at the conclusion of this presentation, I will post a link to the chat. You can hit that link. I'll put you in queue and you can give your 2 cents. But what I want to do, first off, shout out to my man Donnie T, Trump 2024. Let's go.
Look at my African American over here. Look at
Let's
that.
go.
Are you the greatest? You know what I'm talking about?
So I want to get straight to business. Man. I'm already a few days late. I've been at work since the madness started, and this is going to be my first real chance to really go in on this whole Trump assassination attempt story. And I want to start off by stating the obvious, okay? And that's only because I really need y'all to listen to me here. Black folks are the most unserious group of people on the planet at this point. Now, there's 2 things I notice from the blacks on social media out of this whole assassination story. Number 1, you niggas think everything is a laughing matter. And number 2, logic and reason seem to totally be out of the question when you're emotionally charged about any specific issue. What do I mean? The fact that just a mere in just a mere matter of minutes after the assassination attempt, right? Once the video surfaced, there were already Negroes on TikTok and Instagram doing their comedic reenactments of the event. Like in minutes, in record time, you niggas was ready to be clowns. What do I mean? Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. I want to show y'all what I mean. This shit happened in record time. Look at this shit. Give me a second.
Hold on, let me say something. Where you get that from? Oh, we gotta celebrate. You gotta celebrate this. You got that catch up for birthday. Yeah, put your fist up. Hold on, let me say something.
This video literally went up 3 minutes after the video service. Look at this shit.
Hold on, let me say something. Where you get that from? Oh, we gotta celebrate. You gotta celebrate this. You got that catch up for birthday. Yeah, put your fist up. Hold on.
Now, I don't know about you, man, but to me, that is completely ridiculous. And it really irks me, because if it was the other way around and Trump supporters were laughing at Biden nearly getting his brains blown out, you'd be all crying about white nationalism and racism. At this point in time, who in their right mind is taking us seriously? I mean, for a group of people who are so damn sensitive about whatever people have to say about us or anything remotely related to us, we turn around and give others what? No respect at all. We don't give them the same respect that we expect. And then when other groups match that energy, you want to cry racism. You want to cry racism. And that's because, like I've been saying for a while now, black folks have no clue how to operate with tact. And if you don't know how to operate with tact, you're not going to get anything done. When you're operating already at a disadvantage, and by disadvantage, I mean you don't have the biggest population here. So you don't have majority rule, you don't have majority control, but you do have influence. We waste our influence. We waste it. And pretty soon, no one's going to take us seriously, bro. No one. And then, there's those of you who believe that this event was staged. Now, I think that is the one that probably bothers me the most, because now we have people blatantly moving the goalpost when it's very clear what happened here. Now, were some of the events that took place very strange and out of the ordinary? Certainly. But that's usually how it goes down when the deep state is up to deep state shit. All of the events that took place surrounding JFK's assassination were extremely suspect. The same with the Trump situation, except for the one mere fact that the would-be assassin missed his mark. Think about it. What sense would it make for Trump, a man who was already beating the snot out of Joe Biden in the polls, to stage an assassination attempt? Every federal law enforcement agency has been trying their best to lock this man up for the past 2 years. Why plan something like that with all that heat? It doesn't make any sense. They literally charged him $500 million for a clerical issue at best. They charged him $500 million on a loan for a loan application mistake that was paid back in full. And the banks who gave him the loans stated that Trump did nothing wrong. But the government made up a law out of thin air, charged him with it, and made him pay damn near $500 million. Bruh. He had to pay that liar, E. John Carroll, damn near $100 million over some unproven allegations of sexual abuse. This chick said that Trump touched her inappropriately at a Macy's 30 years ago. 30 years ago. And boom, out of nowhere, she gets $85 million. Not to mention the 34 bullshit felonies he caught in New York City for paying a 304 to keep her mouth shut. But that just goes to show you, if they are willing to go that far to get him to stop running for president, are they willing to take it a step further and use the Secret Service to set him up? Are they? Shout out to my people on Instagram. My man BC from the BX joined. My man says, your channel is the absolute truth. Keep up the excellent work. Thanks, bro, man. Appreciate that. We got Instagram tuning in for sure. But let's keep it moving. But yeah. Could the Secret Service have set him up? To me, that's the real conversation here. This man's security detail had 3 women in key positions that had no freaking clue what they were doing. Shit start hitting the fan, and instead of trying to protect Trump, they were ducking and hiding, trying to save their own lives. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the duties of the Secret Service, but you got one job in the Secret Service. One job. And that is to protect the president's life, or the former, whoever you're designated to protect their life over your own. That's why they pay you. You don't believe me? Let's go to the video, man. Did y'all see the video? Check this. This is his goddamn security. Let's go to the video, man. This is insane.
If you
let's go from
really
the top.
see something that said, take a look what happened.
Look at these chicks. Look at this. Let's fast forward a little bit. Now, and for those of you who said that Trump got up right away, pumping his fist out, not looking for potential threats, at this point you see the Secret Service, the good officers that he has, have him still on the ground. What are we? We're a minute in. He's still on the ground while they're eliminating the threat. And you'll see once the threat is eliminated, President Trump will come back up. Look at this. And look at this chick here. What is she doing? Who is she going to protect, bro? Did you peep the one in the back hiding? I got another video I want to show y'all too. I want to show y'all this video. Look at this. Now peep her. What is she doing? This is a joke, man. Let me show you this one more thing. I want to show you another slide of this. Peep her. Peep her. Look at this shit. Look where she's at when the president's getting shot at. Look at her. Look at her. You can't make this up, man. You can't make this up, man. You can't. So she doesn't even know how to fucking operate her service weapon and correctly holster it. But on top of that, look, she's hiding. She's hiding. She's hiding. Bro, this is unacceptable. But here we have a prime example of why DEI hiring doesn't work. The best people should get the job regardless of gender or race. And here we have it playing out live in 4K at the highest level. Look at this shit. Look at this.
You haters.
I'm gonna show you guys. Let's take another look at that other video. We're gonna look at DEI live in effect one more time. DEI. Look at all the men working. Look at the women looking around, looking crazy. She can't even holster her gun. Look at this shit. That's his security, bro. Donald Trump is doomed, bro. That's his security. They brought the goddamn Dixie Chicks out of retirement to guard a former president. This is crazy. This is crazy. Oh my God, man. Oh my God. Shout out to Guns and Cafe. He says her trying to holster is a training scar. Yes. Oh my God. This shit is insane, bro. Shit is insane. So yeah, staged? Staged? I don't think so. In my humble opinion, this was a setup. This was a setup. All signs point to that being the case. To me, I just don't understand the point. I just don't understand the point of risking your life and your freedom if you're President Trump when you're already in the lead. The only thing that makes sense here is the Democrats trying to set him up. They have all the motive in the world. They attempted at using the justice system against him, and that's backfired on him. He's kicking Biden's ass all over the polls. The Project 2025 shit ain't working, and Joe Biden can barely form a sentence. It doesn't take Matlock to figure this out. It doesn't take Matlock to figure this out. Who has the biggest motive to take Trump out? Who has already exhausted their resources on trying to get this man to stop running for president? Who is it? It points to the Democrats. Now, of course, which Democrat did it, the world may never know. The world may never know. But this was definitely not staged. It would make no sense to me to stage a bullet grazing your ear with the chance of it actually hitting your head, it makes no sense. And to top it off, people lost their lot. A person lost an innocent man, an innocent firefighter, lost his life protecting his family during this quote unquote staged event. It's so funny, man, because when the kids at Sandy Hook got killed and Alex Jones claimed it was a false flag operation, he got sued for billions of dollars. And all you Negroes had something to say about it. Flip it around to 2024 with the Trump thing. Now all of you guys are saying it's fake. Do you have $1 billion to pay the families of the people who were traumatized that day from this incident? A family lost their dad. And there were also 2 other people shot and in critical condition. In addition to the actual shooter who was murdered as well. So staged? Anyways, I don't want to spend a crazy amount of time on this Trump shit because I'm going to start sounding like a broken record. I'm already super late with it, but those are my thoughts. It's not a joke. It wasn't staged. And I believe he may have been set up. And also, black folks need to get a clue and get more serious. Everything is not a goddamn joke. Everything is not for play. Now, speaking of black folks getting a clue, have y'all been following this Jay Prince, Shakur Stevenson, and Cam and Mase back and forth? Have you guys been following that? Now, apparently, Cam and Mase had some critique about Stevenson's latest fight, which aired on ESPN, I think, a while back. But this is what I'm going to do. Here's what I'm going to do. Let's go to this Billboard article. We're going to go to this Billboard article so that we can get a complete breakdown of the whole situation. And then we're going to get into Jay Prince's comments and Cam and Mase's response. All right? So let's get to that. All right. Here we go. Cam and Mase. Oh, sorry. Let's start at the top. It's a lot of information. All right, so Shakur Stevenson's beef with Camron and Mase explained. All right, boxer Stevenson is mad about everyone calling him boring. Over the weekend in his hometown of Newark, New Jersey, the 27-year-old lightweight fought major underdog Artem, I can't pronounce that name, and cruised to an easy victory. However, what should have been a celebratory time for the young fighter has turned a bit sour because his performance is being criticized once again for being lacking in the excitement department. You see, Stevenson is a defensive mastermind and takes boxing thesis, hit and don't get hit, a little too seriously for some fans to stomach. All right, let's get to what Mase actually said. So, during a segment of Mase and Camron's sports show, It Is What It Is, about who the young boxer should fight next, Mase had this to say. He says, I don't want to see Shakur fight. I'm just going to be honest. No disrespect to Newark, but I don't want to see Shakur fight nobody. For him to be hanging out with Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward, there's absolutely no way he's fighting the way he's fighting. And here's actually what Mase said to
Newark,
say.
But
here we go.
I don't want to see Shakur fight. I'm just gonna be honest. No disrespect to Newark, but I don't want to see Shakur fight nobody. I mean, it's like for him to be hanging out with Terrence Crawford and Andre Ward, there is absolutely no way that he's fighting the way he's fighting. I mean,
all right, so that was Mase's response. And then Shakur gets in his feelings. He says, same way I felt about this rap career, nigga. More famous for his podcast than his failed career. And that wasn't it. Like, he went OD. He says, Mase, well, he spelled it wrong. Mase was a fake pastor surviving Diddy ass nigga. That was a good shot, though. That was a good shot. Then he says, F Mase. Y'all niggas crazy. I don't respect none of these BANs, and y'all ain't gonna make me respect them. Surviving Diddy ass bull. Then he says, Shakur assures his fans he isn't crashing out. And stop saying I'm crashing out. If any of you niggas disrespect me, you niggas getting disrespected. So yeah. So, I mean, he goes back and forth. And long story short, Mase and them, they trolled him a little bit on Twitter. And then Shakur ended up just taking things way left. Let's see if I can find that tweet. He took shit way left. See if we can find this tweet. And then we'll get into the good stuff. Okay. Calls him a momentary rapper. He asked for a sit down. Says he's better. All right, let's get into his comments. Where's this shit, man? All right. Trying to get to that tweet where he went crazy. It's talking about get the strap and all that. Where is it? I don't know. I don't even care. So things got a little crazy. Shakur started talking about getting the strap and all this and all that and fighting niggas in the ring. So then Jay Prince ended up jumping into it. And this is what Jay Prince had to say. All right. Jay Prince says, let the haters say that he's boring and nobody wants to watch him. Sorry to tell you, it's just a select few of you haters. As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year and the top 3 ratings since 2022. Well, I mean, hold on. Just side note, ESPN is free, bro. ESPN is free. That doesn't count. All right, back to Jay Prince. And to all you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm sure I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets. So that's Jay Prince doing what Jay Prince does best, and that's making threats. Now, here is what I'm gonna do. I am gonna get into Cam and Mace's video. But I gotta tell you this before we get into this. I'm gonna tell you why I like Cam and Mace's show, and why I like their response to Jay Prince. Right? To me, Mase handled this like a grown man, and to be fair, Cam did too. But their response was golden. And I don't really see what Jay Prince could say after all this, except I'm sorry and I'll try to do better. Now, I've done several shows on Jay Prince and his ridiculous antics and his idle threats to everybody, to everybody black. So I have my own opinion on Jay Prince. But let's get into this video, man, because this is really good. All right? This is really good. I thought this was a really good take and said well. Let's go.
As you can see, there's proof that he has the #1 ratings in any fight on ESPN this year, the top 3 ratings since 2022. And to all of you haters who want to escalate that hate outside of the ring, I'm Shakur's manager and I handle all his business outside of the ring. In other words, Cam and Mase, I will fade all his shots and take all bets.
Yeah, chill, killer. I got this one. All right, go ahead. I got this one. You gonna take all his fades and take all his shots, and you handle everything out the ring. All right. So then we talking to you then, all right? We starting with you. Since you the big homie, we starting with you. That's how it goes around here. I want to just start off by saying you are so lacking self-awareness. Like when you give such a lackluster performance, And then you think you can make threats to people because you gave a lackluster performance? Pause. You don't have the right to tell me what I should like or to tell Cam what he should like. That's not your place. Like, art is subjective, right? So if art is subjective and I don't like something, you can't really get mad at us because we don't like something. And you're standing there with two Hall of Fame boxers that are constantly letting their hands go. So I think is crazy that Andre Ward let his hands go. Terrence Crawford definitely let his hands go. And then you walk out with these boxers and you don't tell the next guy to let his hands go. This is a lapse of judgment. And I'm gonna tell you another thing. When you're dealing with older people, they're the last to know that things have changed. We not your little niggas.
That is a great quote. When you dealing with older niggas, they are the last to know that shit has changed. That directly correlates to the political situation that we're in. Stop listening to older black folks when it comes to politics, because they don't understand that shit has changed. And in their case, they don't understand that not only has shit changed, but the Democrats haven't really changed shit for them to begin with. And the rest of us are done with it. The rest of us are done with it. So great point by Mase. Let's continue.
Like, the way you talking, I don't get what you mean. We're not your little niggas. Like, for real, all that big homie stuff, that's for little niggas. Little niggas have big homies. We're not little niggas, so we don't even respect big homies. I know Killer doesn't, and for me, I never respected niggas in the streets. That's why I always got the problems I got. Niggas would tell me, Mase, chill. No, chill for what? Who is this nigga? That's how I feel listening to this, man. Like, I want to respect you, but I can't. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if I got a little, like the dudes that raised me, if I was out of pocket, they would tell me I'm out of pocket. They wouldn't let me put them on a crash out mission.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And that's one thing Jay Prince doesn't do. Jay Prince doesn't actually give younger people good advice. Jay Prince keeps that whole, I gotta be a thug criminal mindset mentality. He keeps that going. He keeps it going. As a matter of fact, he's one of the originators of that thought process for black men. If you think about it. If you think about it, he is one of the originators. When gangster music first started getting popular, you had NWA, but who else did you have in the background? You had the Ghetto Boys. That's Jay Prince. You had the Ghetto Boys. Then you had all that music that came out of Houston. That the rap a lot, all them niggas from rap a lot, that's all Jay Prince. That mentality that a lot of us adapted, and unfortunately some of us still have to this day, that we got hypnotized with in that music, that's all Jay Prince. And he's now a 60-year-old man trying to keep this stupid shit alive. So I'm loving this. I'm loving this sermon that Pastor Mase is preaching to Jay Prince, because he's spot on. Somebody Ben should have called Jay Prince. I mean, shout out to Charleston White. Charleston White Ben called him out. Whack 100 called him out. But shout out to Mase for calling him out.
They'll say, yo, Mase, listen. Mm-hmm. Around here, we don't send niggas to do nothing for us. We don't pay niggas to handle our problems. Mm-hmm. You gotta put in your own work around here, Lord, man. That's what you was supposed to tell him. You can't go out here and talk crazy and then send me on a mission. Mm-hmm. Nah, this is where the game got messed up. When young niggas started sending old niggas out, and just cause this little ignorant nigga got a few dollars, he make all of you that's supposed to be real run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm gonna tell you like this, if you're 60 years old, and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed.
Bodies!
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Bodies! God damn. I gotta rewind that. That was classic, man. That was classic.
Run after his mission. This is a problem, Jay Prince. And I'm going to tell you like this. If you're 60 years old and you trying to be a street nigga, you failed. You failed. I'm telling you this. And I stand, my name is Mase. I stand by this message.
See?
That's the murder unit.
That's what I'm talking about with you right there. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's...
You can't be 60 years old still trying to be.
And I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. I cannot watch any other sports show besides Cam and Mase. I can't. I mean, first of all, watching sports commentary is stupid anyway, because I mean it's the equivalent of watching a hamster on a hamster wheel, just niggas talking about a game that's going to continue to go on forever. But the way Cam and Mase put their commentary on it, you gotta love it. And I'm one of the biggest critics of hip hop and all that shit at this point, of hip hop culture. But at the same time, Cam and Mase are necessary. Let's go.
Street
I
nigga
know they just don't know you like that. they don't know you like that. I know. I think real quick though. I think Jay Prince, he said it. He said it. I just don't even figure out what the fuck. I don't know what the sling mean. I don't know what the phase of the bet, but I take the bet. Whatever the bet, I like that, murder.
Yeah, I mean, because when you think about it, right?
Yes, I know. She got more.
Yeah, I mean, when you think, because I just was with Kanye a while ago, and we called Jay Prince on FaceTime. So he was like, y'all getting together good. So I don't even know why he would come at me with that energy. You know what I'm saying? I felt really disrespected by him doing it.
Right.
There's certain people you're supposed to come at like that, and I'm not one of them.
Well, let me ask you a couple questions since we here. I'm gonna give my broadcast shit. So murder. How do you feel him coming at yourself and Camron and didn't say anything to Kendrick Lamar about the Drake situation? Because anytime Drake...
Facts. Jay Prince was completely silent during the whole Drake Kendrick Lamar beef. You heard nothing from Jay. The only person that came to Drake's defense to this day was Birdman. Jay Prince said nothing.
He has a problem. It seemed like he runs and tell niggas, yo, Puff. Yo, niggas, Drake, nigga. How do you feel? I mean, I want you to answer, but how do you feel about him calling you and your partner out and didn't say anything about that?
You said something really profound. He said something to Puff, right? Mm-hmm. He said nothing to Kendrick.
Right.
He said something, and I know you're going to elaborate about this later. He said something to the dudes in New York, but that didn't really go over well.
As far as what?
Whatever kid that was that got the chain taken.
Right.
And then you're going to talk about all this. I'm going to let you talk about it more in detail, but he didn't say nothing to whack. Like, it's like, so when you come talking to me, I feel like you're very selective. This is exactly what I meant last week when I was talking about street niggas being selective. Mm-hmm. They got selections of who they think they're going to get tough with. So I feel there's a must for me to say something.
That's a fact. And I literally just talked about that shit maybe last stream or the stream before last, about how you got a nigga like Uncle Luke, right? Who will sit up and warn Drake and warn 50 Cent about coming to Miami, talking about Miami, this and this and this and that. But you guys allegedly have one of the biggest racist governors in the world running your state. Now, I don't think that DeSantis is a racist. I'm a DeSantis fan. But this is what they're saying in Miami. Niggas from Miami are saying that the police are profiling them. Niggas from Florida are saying that they're upset that Zimmerman got, basically found innocent of killing Trayvon Martin. But yet, people like that can walk the street without a care in the world. But when it comes to black folks, we can't even speak about the city. We can't speak on the city, or we in fear of our lives. We could die. We could die. Or fellow rappers, they got to go check into Houston. The Ku Klux Klan don't got to check into Houston. But Offset and Quavo got to go check in. And then they still end up dead. But that's a whole nother conversation. Like, man, we got to end this street. We got to end this phase that we've been in for the past 40 years, where street niggas are the end all be all. Where street niggas are the what we look up to. That has to end. Shout out to Tyrell 5. He says, us as black Americans had a history erased, and we make up rules African in Africa don't make up. Okay, I think I get what you're saying. But our history as African American, and I agree with your point. Here we go. And he says, we can't criticize our own people without looking like coons. I agree with that 100%. But see, that's right there, that's the whole baby mama culture shit that we talk about a lot on this show. That's that baby mama culture. 70%, at this point, 70% of the men in the black community are raised by a woman. And 9 times out of 10, she's probably a hood rat. So you got a lot of the men out here taking on hood rat tendencies. Most of your men out here move like hood rats. They just got a little more testosterone. They got more testosterone, right? So their masculinity, when you talk about toxic masculinity, which I don't subscribe to that, but if you want to label anything as toxic masculinity, you have to look at the street nigga, the single mother raised street nigga. You got to look at him. You got to look at these rappers, right? What do all your most popular rappers are all products of single mothers. And I'm not here to shit on single mothers. I'm not here to do that. But I just want to prove a point. All your most popular rappers were raised by their mother. Right? That's why you have a whole generation of black men who are into fashion. Fashion is not manly. Men don't care about fashion. But you got all these niggas into fashion now. That's one of the main things I know. Like, what I don't get it. What's up with rappers and fashion? You know why? Because when you're raised by your mom, you think that clothes are everything. Yo, it's funny. I remember being just a young kid, being in elementary school, right? Think back. The best dressed niggas in your class in elementary school was probably had just a mom. You know why? Because in my house, my father didn't give a fuck about having me go to school fly. For what? Nigga, where your grades at? Earn the shit. Man, you had niggas coming into school failing with fresh Jordans, polo, all this shit on, failing. Because the number one thing that their mom cared about was making sure they look good in school. Looking good while you failing. God damn, that pretty much sums up our experience currently right now as black men. Looking good while failing. And why? Because we're constantly fed doses of bullshit from people like Jay Prince, and baby mama culture. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. But let's go. I'm on a whole fucking rant. Let's go.
Cause you can't be selective with us, cause we're not the weakest on the chart to deal that with. We do commentating. That's what we keep it there. But we, cigars.
Okay.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Well, just
hookah.
Yeah.
Vapes.
Grape, strawberry,
coconut.
And shout out to Instagram. Okay, we got F. Cassie says, being raised by a materialistic mother. DCTNT Fire says, I guess I'm the exception. And like I said, I'm not here to shit on single mothers. What I'm saying is the men, a lot of the men in the community are being raised with a woman's mentality. That's all I'm saying. And it's true. It's true. It's true.
Yeah. Pause. Lavender. We don't duck no smoke.
Yeah, no, so just to elaborate, I'm in interview mode since you gonna go this route this morning. Yeah. He did say something back to Wack, but Wack said some of the most disrespectful shit I ever heard. Yeah. I've been doing this 27 years. It was wild. It's so disrespectful, I'm not gonna repeat it.
Mm-hmm.
But he squashed it. After, for Wack would have said that, and I'm broadcast cam right now. I don't know if it couldn't have been subtle, but I can't be cool with you after you just said what you said. Yeah. Like, it was really bad.
Matter of fact, this is what we're gonna do.
Okay.
I'm gonna interview. Now, Killer, tell me how you would really say it.
All our shit be going viral real quick, just so before I even get to the Jay Prince shit. All our shit go viral, so niggas never see how this started. They only see how it be getting finished. So for the people that's catching up on this who have no idea how this started, we gave our opinion of the fight. We said the shit was boring. All of us said it was boring. It's 100 niggas saying it's boring. But because our shit go viral, niggas think that they could keep talking to us. Shakur Stevenson told us to get the strap or strap up, or better yet, put the gloves on so he could fight us. We said what he said, and then he started going crazy. Everything was over with. Me personally, I'm sick of it before I even address the Jay Prince thing. I'm sick of it. I left it alone. We have not talked about a nigga this much before his fights or after his fights, and none of his fights. However many fights he had in his career, this is the most traction the nigga ever got. My nigga, I had a meeting on Friday, this is no cap, with some of my Jewish partners. Shout out to Shapiro's, I won't give you first name. Shout out to
real quick, okay, back over to Instagram. We got BC from the BX says, no lie, I'm a public school teacher and almost every student in there is raised by single mothers and they all have the latest Jordans but read at a kindergarten level. I mean, it's easy to see, bro. It's easy to see. It's easy to see. All you gotta do is take a step back and look.
My partner. Before the meeting started, they asked me, Murder, why are you arguing with Tupac's son, Cam? I said, what are you talking about? He said, no, we see it in the media. You're arguing with ain't that Tupac? So I said, that's not, no, his first name is Shakur, and I lied. He said, well, what does he do? I said, no, never mind. They didn't even know. They never heard of the nigga.
Yeah.
But because we keep talking about the nigga,
We don't keep talking about
well, yeah, exactly. If you don't know what it is, our clips go viral all week. So
Yeah.
it don't stop. It ain't, once we say it, it's viral all week.
Oh, okay.
So word to everything I love. I swear to God, after I got off that meeting, I said to myself, I'm leaving this shit alone, bro, because niggas don't even know this nigga. You don't know, I don't mind, keep going.
Yeah.
But I'm like, this don't make no sense. So what happened is Saturday night, I guess they interviewed him, and he was like, yeah, is everything cool with you and Mason, with Mason Cam and all that, Fuck them bitch ass niggas. Them niggas are still bitch ass niggas, ain't nothing changed. This is what he said Saturday night. This is a week after the fight. So the niggas who run my social media page, or our social media page, they got the same humor that we got.
Yeah.
They start putting up pictures of him when he's crying the Olympics, whatever.
I'm gonna go a little forward.
Mad disrespectful. Drake is beefing with Kendrick Lamar as we speak. I have not heard this. The first time Drake got into some shit, and I hear you say shit to Kendrick Lamar now. Why do you think that you can tell us what we can and cannot say, my nigga? Control your nigga. Control that nigga. Ain't nobody gonna tell a nigga, get the strap, and then we gonna sit there and be like, hey, I think we should shut up. Nah, nigga. This is not 1982, bro. You cannot sit here and tell niggas get the strap and then niggas be quiet. Nobody know that part because our shit just be going viral. You bugging. You bugging, James. You bugging, my nigga. And I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know what bet you talking about, all that other slang then. Bet it. Whatever bet you talking about, bet it. I don't know what's bet it. Bet it.
So there we have it. Like I said, I thought both Cam and Mase were spot on here. Jay Prince, in my opinion, should really be ashamed of himself. He should be ashamed of himself. This nigga is 60 years old, still out here trying to be a gangster. Like this nigga think he Bumpy Johnson or somebody, right? The Godfather of Houston. I mean, what world is this man living in? Instead of giving the proper guidance to a young, impressionable guy like Shakur Stevenson, he's instigating his foolishness, and it's not a good look. It's not a good look. But this just goes to a point, like I said, that I made a few shows ago when we were talking about Uncle Luke. Niggas like Uncle Luke and Jay Prince are now the grandfathers of the black community. We are literally in our first generation of single mother raised, pea sitting down mentally, overly emotional, hip hop culture created grandpas. And it's only going to get worse from here. It's only going to get worse. But what do I know? What do I know? Real quick, I'm going to drop the link in the chat, pin it to the top, and we'll take a quick commercial break. And if we got any calls, we'll take the calls. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. What's this? Oh, my God. The narrative has shifted. Mainstream media is now saying that the Secret Service has intelligence that Iran was behind the attempt on Donald J. Trump. Oh my God. I think that's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. You know what? Before we close this out, you know what? I'm gonna see if I can find this shit. Hold on. Give me a second. I don't believe that shit at all. Let's see what we got here. Hold on.
We do have some
Okay, let's check.
We do have some breaking news here, Boris. Former President Trump, a plot with no known connection to Saturday's assassination attempt, I should mention. That's obviously very noteworthy. Let's bring in senior justice correspondent Evan Perez for the details on this. Evan, what do you know?
Well, Brianna, in recent weeks, the U.S. government received intelligence from a human source that indicated that the Iranians were plotting to try to kill former President Donald Trump. Now, that led immediately to an increase in the protection for the former president. We heard over the weekend from the Secret Service that in recent weeks they had increased their protection for the former president. And so the question was exactly why. We now know that this is the reason why. It was specific intelligence that was deemed to be credible enough, and that's the reason why they increased the protection for the former president. It's very important to point out that...
Did they just say that's why they increased the protection? They didn't increase shit. This is a bold-faced lie. Nobody believes this shit. Like, if you gotta be a damn fool to believe that Iran was behind this. That's how you know the Democrats did this shit. Because they're blaming it on Iran out of nowhere. Exactly, guns and cafe and security was still that bad. So you mean to tell me they knew that Iran was after them and they beefed up security, but yet you had the Dixie chicks patrolling them. Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here, bro. Get all the way out of here. I don't believe this. I do not believe this. I do not believe it. Iran. So Iran, hold on. Let's see what they're saying in the comments. I don't know. I don't believe that, man. He's saying that means they wanted to let him die as an excuse to invade Iran. If true. I don't think it's true, bro. I don't think it's true. I think that's a lie. I think they're using this to try to give some sort of legitimacy to the Biden campaign. Because this shit got Biden or Hillary or whoever written all over it. This has Democrats written all over it. Just like those fraudulent criminal charges. Just like that fraudulent sexual abuse civil case. It's got the Democrats written all over it. It's got them written all over it. What benefit does Iran have to kill Donald Trump right now? What benefit do they have? Well, you know what? Actually, let me retract that. I guess if they kill Trump, and we keep Biden, I guess they can keep getting over on Biden. So yeah, I see that. But I'm not buying it, man. I'm not buying this. I'm gonna let this play a little more, and we'll shut this down.
There is nothing to indicate at this point, as part of this investigation of the events on Saturday, that the shooter, the would-be assassin that tried to assassinate the former president on Saturday, there's no indication that it had anything to do with this Iranian plot. It appears to be a coincidence, obviously, but it is one of those things that is raising new questions, I think, for the Secret Service and for everybody involved in the protection of Donald Trump, how it was that these events took place as they did on Saturday. How did someone, this 20-year-old person, get onto that roof, again, knowing that they had this intelligence, the Secret Service was aware of this intelligence, and they had taken, obviously, some additional steps. But how did that person get on a roof and be able to fire off these shots that almost killed Donald Trump? Those are very, very big, important questions that you're going to have, Secret Service are going to have to answer.
Yeah, this is cap, man. This is what I'm going to do. Real quick, if you're on Instagram, what I need you to do is I need you to come over to YouTube. Go to the search box and go to @TrippinAintEasyTV. @TrippinAintEasyTV. Instagram is great cut off because they cut you off after an hour and we're 59 minutes and 30 seconds in. All right, so go to TrippinAintEasyTV. @TrippinAintEasyTV on YouTube. Come on over to YouTube or go on my Facebook page, Trip Simpson on Facebook, whichever one you'd like. What I'm getting ready to do though, I'm getting ready to put the link to call in the chat. So if anybody wants to call in to give their opinion on anything we've discussed tonight, You have that opportunity. You have that opportunity. 1 second. All right. Yeah, Instagram is disconnected. Yeah, so we off Instagram now. All right. All right, we got the link up. It's pinned to the top. So what we're going to do is real quick, we're going to take a real quick commercial break and we'll
Now then, did you get chopped and screwed by a competitor who said they were going to hook it up, then went ghost when it was time for your delivery? Here at Gallery Furniture, you know, we stay knocking on doors like Imp C and Little Kiki. And you know, when you cop from Gallery Furniture, in 4 hours or less, our delivery team is going to show up and show out because we don't do it for the clout. This is what Gallery Furniture and we are all about. We can't leave you riding dirty on that hand-me-down sofa. We need you to shine so clean with that new from Gallery Furniture. Text me, Mattress Mac, your triple OG partner from the north side at 281-844-1963. I'm going to plug you in with $600 off your purchase of $2,000 or more because a real hustler like you got to be living lavish. And if you're
You know I'm really on fire. Popping up the grease and I'm peppermint. Crazy, money back up. Let me go, she don't know how to act up. Asian white, Latino and black up. She's only one, even doing this track. Crazy, money back up. Let me go, she don't know how to act up. Asian white, Latino and black up. She's only one, even doing this track.
Violent crime is surging in Louisiana. Woke leaders blame the police. I blame the criminals. A mom should not have to look over her shoulder when she's pumping gas. I voted against the early release of violent criminals, and I opposed defunding the police. Look, if you hate cops just because they're cops, the next time you get in trouble, call a crackhead. I'm John Kennedy, and I approve this message.
All right. We are back. And of course, we do not have any callers, and that's perfectly fine. I got a lot of shit I got to do this evening anyway. But on that note, hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hope this conversation at least sparked some sort of interest in making the world a better place. I don't know. It depends. But regardless, listen, man, whether you agree, you disagree, or you're indifferent, do me a favor. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Tap that notification bell and select all. For myself and the rest of the crew here at Trippin' Ain't Easy TV. Peace out. Catch you on the next one.